Hoffaday Guam, what's going on? I'm Julius Caesar Santos. It's Fridays, so we are doing Fit AF, all fooey. I'm going to have to running today, apparently, is what we're doing. Am I right?
Yeah, you are going to be basically testing yourself, stress testing yourself to see how fast you can pull off a 5K. I mean, we're not going for like time trials here, as I understand it. So we've got Jeralyn and Scotty here from Paradise Fitness Center. We're in Hagana, so thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, and Scotty, what exactly are you going to make Julius do, and what will we be assessing?
So I know last week we went over the 1 mile challenge with Asha. So prior to this one, it's kind of the build up to our 5K, our indoor 5K on the treadmills. So we're trying to bring in the fun indoor. So that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, now are we necessarily going for speed, or are we going for like time to run 1 mile, or what are we looking for?
Well, I mean, it's always trying to win, but just getting on the treadmill, running, and just getting healthy is pretty much what it is. So we're just pushing exercise and medicine. That's our philosophy here. So.
Okay, now Jules, I got to tell you, man, when you did the WOD, the workout of the day last week, that was really, really intense. And I know as a fitness coach and everything, you worked on treadmills, you do like the incline and everything like that. What are you expecting as far as this? Because is cardio your thing? I mean, you focus on strength. Obviously, you brought out the big guns today. Like, it's howitzer hour here on Fit AF. But how are you with cardio?
With cardio, it's my least favorite movement, meaning I don't like to run. But you have to do it, right? It's a great fat burner, and it's a good workout. It's a good movement for your cardiovascular endurance. I brought out the airsofts, not the howitzer. That's what I was trying to say, the big guns. She brought out the big guns and the traps, apparently. We're going to be trapping bears because those are huge. Before when I was actively training for competition, I do the inclines, I do a lot of sprints. But today, it's been quite some time, and I didn't realize we're going to go for the full 5K or what. I don't know, he said about 10 minutes, so I don't think I can get a 5K done in about 10 minutes. But I'll do my best. Pacing it probably around like a number 5 on the treadmill. 4 or 5, we'll see. The point is, I want to keep moving throughout the entire workout, right? I don't want the intensity level to rise so high that I have to pause so many times. And that's something that I learned from last week.
All right. Okay, so we want to make sure that you guys jump in the comments, cheer on Julius, give him your tips, let us know, ask any kind of question.
Jeralyn.
There you go. Jeralyn's going to be joining us too. So, Jeralyn, how often do you do this exercise?
Well, with the cardio, at least as of right now, I'll try to do it 3 times a week. But running, I don't run so often. I mostly cycle, so it's going to be.
Cycling's good. It's zero impact.
Yes.
Okay, and Scotty, so you'll be evaluating and supervising basically, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
It pays to be the man.
That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm here to make sure no one gets hurt and everyone enjoys the run.
Okay, and speaking of body fat, now I got to admit to you, I don't want to throw myself into the conversation because that's bad journalism practice, but I've always been the skinniest guy in class, and the 3 of these wonderful people put together, my body fat exceeds theirs. This is how, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Scotty's basically tearing his shirt. Okay, I'm absolutely humiliated right now. So this isn't about me. This is about Julius and Jeralyn. So let's go take our places on the treadmill, and we will get started. And so Scott, how exactly are they going to set up? Are they going like full on speed right away, or are they gradually easing into it?
So basically, we're just gonna hit the start button, and they're gonna increase their speed to a good running start. And from there, we're going to just keep the incline at 0 until they hit the 3 mile mark. That's pretty much it. So what Jeralyn's going to do, and Julius is going to hit quick start. And once it starts going, get the show on the road.
Okay, so it's basically up to the individual athlete or individual person on how they can proceed. I mean, people can start sprinting right away, or they can kind of ease into it?
Yep.
Okay.
So right now, Julius is going at a walking pace. He's picking it up to a jog. And from there, that's when the race starts. You could go the whole race like this, or you could sprint all the way to the 3 mile mark. So it's really up to you on how you want to finish your race. And obviously, we are here for time for some people, but we're just here to have some fun.
All right, so we are on the clock now, ladies and gentlemen. Fit AF is streaming to you live from Paradise Fitness Center in Hagåtña. Thank you so much for starting your day the KUAM way. And we are going for a 5K, which means 3.1 miles. I have never interviewed somebody like this, so. All right, so Julius has a very, very brisk pace right now. 5.3, the speed settings. So that's a pretty good clip. And Jeralyn right now, if you've ever seen that commercial with Dwayne Wade and his lovely wife, Gabrielle Union, Jeralyn is actually beating Julius in terms of pace. Jeralyn is at a 5.5 as far as her speed. Julius is 5.3. Julius is a little bit taller, maybe about like what, 4 or 5 inches. So give or take the stride right there.
Are we doing the actual 5K? Like a full 5K?
Yeah, we're going for it. So
Okay.
we're almost about 2 minutes into this.
Did you want to get me breathing the entire time?
Okay, so Scotty, is this training program right now that somebody that just walks into Paradise and they say, I'd like to get started, I want to get fitness, or do you have to kind of be like a conditioned athlete already to do this?
Oh no, we're open to everyone really. The entrance fee is $20, which comes with a goodie bag and an exclusive event T-shirt, and all proceeds go to the American Heart Association.
Okay, so because this is a 5K, this is the kind of thing that little kids can do, even the Manumko can do, like people maybe recovering from post-surgery, women that may have just delivered.
Yep. So everyone's welcome to come. Of course, it's limited because we only have a certain amount of treadmills. So we do have time slots. We start at 7 a.m. And so there's a 7 a.m. go time, a 9:30 go time, I believe, and I believe 11 o'clock. So it's from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Event, and it's open to everyone.
Okay, yeah. So this isn't just like individual training. This is actually a community event.
Yeah. So we're trying to bring in, we're just trying to spread the health awareness of Guam. Guam is number one in diabetes.
Yep.
So we just want to spread the health. Really is just getting people moving, and like Julius said, is just you don't want to sprint all the way, just keep a pace, and that's really what we're shooting for.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna run like a little bit.
Oh, that's too fast. Slow down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm up to a 7.5 now. Okay. Oh, thanks a lot, Asha. Ooh, fake news. I didn't. Yeah, I'm not going to run with my Sunday best slacks on and everything. So okay, so we are now past the 3.5 minute mark where both Julius and Jeralyn are going for a 5K right now. Now remember they were talking in terms of pace. So remember, if you run like a 4-minute mile, that's generally considered Olympic caliber speed. So they're doing quite well right now. So Scotty, as a fitness trainer, what are you looking at for both Jeralyn and Julius at this point?
So. Well, for Jeralyn, I want her to beat Julius, of course.
So there is a competition.
Representing Paradise. But, it's just, we want people to just come out and, run indoor, away from the hot sun, which is summertime, so it is hot. So we're trying to make this as close as to a 5K outside as it is indoors. So we will have water stops in between your run. And, we'll have good music going. There's a whole bunch of Fit Perch partners that are going to be coming in. Mighty Purple Cafe. I know Bongdozas will be here to serve some lunch after. Fit Fix, Porta Mocha. So there's a couple people coming out for this event. So if you couldn't secure your spot in the 5K, just come out. We do have a lot of refreshments and partners coming in to surprise our guests.
Okay. Now I used to run a lot when I was young, but maybe can you talk a little bit about when you're exercising like on a treadmill and everything? What is the impact like on your ankles, on your back, on your knees and everything, as opposed to like running out on the street?
Well, running on the street, it's more hard on the knees because you're hitting cement, and on the treadmill, it's a flat surface, so you're not going to get all those uneven pavements, and you can control your pace, control your incline, and stop when you need to stop. We do have safety clips, so those, if you do decide to just jump off, it'll just stop the whole thing. So it's all about safety here. So we'll be going over like the safety tips before we start the event, and also just to give the runners be aware of their surroundings and whatnot. So the event is June 1st next month.
Okay, very cool. What are you seeing as far as like when you run this event, say for let's just say I would assume that like an average participant, maybe somebody like in their 20s, maybe a UOG
like
student. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, someone like yourself, you train, you're in very, very good shape. Obviously, you eat very well and everything. What in terms of time can you pull off a 5K for someone like you? And you're like what, 20, 23, 24?
Ooh, 26.
Okay, 26.
Man, I don't even want 20 minutes.
Okay.
No,
That's good.
the last time I ran a 5K was maybe 25 minutes. That was years ago. If I was to do it now, under 30.
Okay.
Under 30, yeah. But for me, that's good for me. For anyone else, that's you're striving just to beat yourself, really. So that's really what it is. Back to exercise medicine, a place for everyone. It's really just competing against yourself.
Okay, and I believe we have our first hint of perspiration here at the 5K. There you go. Yeah, Julius actually flinging that onto our camera, so that was very nice. Yeah, so we're about 7 minutes in right now.
3 minutes left.
Okay, Jules, how you feeling so far, man?
Definitely getting winded, but maintaining the pace is, I'm not going to say easy, but still very manageable.
And when you came home to KUAM 2 weeks ago, had you any idea that you would be interviewed while running on a treadmill?
No, I hate you. I'm kidding. I love it, man. It was great to come back home. I was just talking about it last night. As soon as I got back, the warm welcomes, the funny insults, the back and forth.
There's many of those.
Yeah, it's like being with brothers and sisters. It's fantastic.
Okay, so let's go to Jeralyn now and see how she is doing. I don't want to interrupt her too much, but okay, look at that. She's got all the pearly whites showing right there. No dental work, no orthodontic work needed in that. This is a true champ right here. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I usually don't run. When I do, it's outside, so this is different.
Now, what advice would you give, like for your fellow females who want to take up this exercise? And should they train, and what should they be thinking? Especially like for people, maybe say they're women who maybe just gave birth or things. What considerations should they have?
Well, speaking with like weights and cardio, I think it's definitely important to incorporate both. That way you have a balance between strength training and then also your how do I say it, like cardio burning. So what I normally do is I would weight train, and as soon as I finish, I'd finish off with cardio.
Okay.
That way, like, it brings more, how do I say, like, I don't even know the term, but I feel like it's always best to finish with cardio rather than start with cardio. That way, yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, that is interesting because when I was in high school, everybody used to think that you run first and stretch out. Calisthenics these days, they actually say you stretch and you run after you do the high impact workout.
Exactly. I mean, I definitely would recommend that. It is always important to stretch before and after your workout, but in terms of training, I would definitely recommend any sorts of cardio after your strength training. Okay,
and I do want you to conserve your breath because you are, of course, competing against Julius. But tell you what, let's take a mid-run selfie before we. Yeah. All right. Very, very cool. We are making broadcast history here. Okay, we do have one comment right now from Mary Lou Garcia Pareto, and this is for Scotty. Scott, they're asking, do participants have to run or jog the 5K? What about for people who can't run walk in the 5K? Like, again, maybe people will have some sort of injury or, people that are on the older side.
Like I said, we're here to just spread awareness of health, and you could come here and you could walk the whole 5K, and that's fine with us. We just want you to have fun and enjoy, the atmosphere of running a 5K indoor. So.
Shoot, man. Thank you so much for having us. It's an amazing program. That we are just getting started over here. Yeah. Okay, we'll give our two participants the final word. Jules, any final thoughts as we wrap up Fit AF?
Like Jeralyn was saying, running is important, or any kind of cardio is important to attribute to your workouts. I mean, if you're only focusing on weightlifting, you're not going to have the cardiovascular endurance to really be athletic. And I guess for those who are simply going for aesthetics, more power to them. But if you're going for overall fitness, then you need to incorporate cardiovascular endurance for more athletic movements.
That is sage wisdom right in the middle of a full-on sprint, everybody. That's a true professional right there. Okay, and lastly, our lady of the morning will have the final word. Look at you don't even sweat. How do you do that?
I'm breaking a sweat right now. No, actually, so again, going with any workout, I would definitely recommend, even if you're warming up with cardio, definitely consider finishing off with cardio because it completes your whole workout and you'll burn more than you anticipated in the beginning of coming in to train.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the insight and the knowledge. And thank you guys for streaming us on Fit AF. We come to you, of course, every Friday at 9 a.m. We had a blast here at Paradise Fitness Center. We're among friends. And remember, this is a community event. So as Scotty said, give anybody here at Paradise Fitness Center a call. We're doing the cool down right now. Yeah. Okay. And again, Asha's, yeah. I'm not moving at all. Who am I? I'm not joking. I'm not fooling anybody right there. Okay, so we will see you guys next time. Take care.